Hello everyone, I'm the Minnesota Scratcher. Welcome back to another long form video. Today's not going to be the longest of long form because we only have 3 tickets, but it is going to be another crossword session. We have 3 tickets today, 2 of which I haven't tried before, which is Cosmic Crossword. Have not tried it, so I thought, although crosswords aren't my absolute favorite tickets, I'd give them a try. And then last time, I remembered I bought 2 Crossword Wizard tickets, but neither one. So we are going to hope that this time we can redeem ourselves and win us a Crossword Wizard. The overall odds for this are 1 in 3.26. So, let's hope that I am the lucky number that can continue. But first, we're going to start off with Cosmic Crossword. So this is a pretty simple crossword puzzle again. No bonus letters or anything, but there is this sort of cosmic cash thing that if we reveal a money symbol here, we get the prize shown. We're looking for at least 3 words for our money back, and then increasing amounts get increasing amounts. And overall odds are 1 in 3.5. Okay, well, let's start off with our Cosmic Cash. See if we can't cash in early. No, we cannot. And we would have won $3. That's unfortunate. So let's begin our crossword journey. We are looking for H's. I already see one here in either. And although we're looking for H's, we're not anymore because that's the only one. Wonderful. Then we have a Z. Getting into the silly letter already. We have Z and Zoo. And that is going to be it for the Z's on this ticket. Then we have a G, a humble G. Warning, has a G. Indubitably, it does. And that's it. Next letter, U. Starting off our vowels with the U. We have a U in Ruby. U is not my favorite vowel to get because it does not have a ton. That's going to be the only U it looks like, unfortunately. Yep, only the one. Then we have B. So again, filling out Ruby here with the B. Elbow does also have a B. Moving on. T. There is a T. A T among us. Pint, there's a T in there. So we're working on the word either. Maybe we can't win something here. Yep, that'll be all the T's. Moving on. I. Yeah, that's a good one. Another letter out of either. And there tend to be a bunch of I's, because I is a pretty popular vowel in the English language. Pint has an I. So that's pretty nice. And that'll do it for all of our I's. We have V, another silly letter. Converse. Or converse, depending on what you are trying to talk about. I like to say Converse because there is a shoe brand called that. Okay. Well, that is the only thing. If you look at our letters to filled out ratio, you'll see that we are, we're getting there slowly but surely. C is our next one. And that is all the C's that we have here, I believe. C. Converse. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay, next row. Hopefully we can get... Now that's what we like to see. We got an A. My favorite vowel to get in these scratchers because there are always a bunch of A's. Just going to get all the A's out of here. And that'll do it for all of our A's. Continuing on, we have E. That's a good one to get to. That's another one of my vowels that I quite enjoy. Getting all the E's here, and there's a bunch of them. I think we got all of them. Yeah, I believe so. Okay. Well, hey, we're up here. Let's try to continue our streak here. We have an O. That'll definitely help us out. A-E-I-O-U. Wow, we got all the vowels. That's setting us up pretty nicely. Okay, our first word is going to be zoo. Nice. It is a good ticket when you get all of the vowels, because then you just have to pick off consonants, and that's not as hard to do, because a lot of these tickets are very vowel dependent. Like you'll get 4 out of 5 or 3 out of 5, and then you just won't get anything anymore. But hopefully, you know, we can get ourselves a nice win here. Okay, I think that is all the O's on the ticket. I can't see any others. So we're going to continue. And we have Y. Another silly letter. X, W, Y, Z. All the silly letters. Y. I think that's all the Y's. Okay. Continuing on. We have M. M, amid. Just a little bit away from that. Denim. Then M. I did not mean to scratch that M. That is still there. M. Yep, that's all of it. That is it for that. Continuing on, we're set up pretty good. Let's see if we can't connect. We got a P. Pint. Okay. A couple of these. Pod, wrap. N is still there. We do not have N. P. That's going to do it for the P's. Come on, let's get some words here. L. Solo. Bunch of L's here. Let's just start knocking them out. Axle. Yep. Mid. All right. We do have the G, though. The G is gone. But that N is still there. It just has a little scar. K. We have a K. But we do not have a K in any of these letters, or in words, unfortunately. Come on. Give us some J. Oh, my goodness. What a tease. No J's either. Man, they give us all 5 vowels, set us up really nicely, and then just absolutely take away. Man, that is unfortunate. Well, that's going to be a loser. That is going to be a loser. And sadly, these Cosmic Crosswords are not second chance eligible tickets. So we're just going to have to suck it up and move on. Because we do have a second one. Second crossword. So we're going to see if we can't do that here. There we go. That looks better for you guys, hopefully. All right, same rules. Let's see if we can't get this Cosmic Cash here. Nope. It's a heart, and we would have won $10. That would have been nice. A man can dream. All right, let's begin. G. Guardian. Guardian has a G. Eagle. And there we go. 2 G's to begin with. I like to see it. Moving on. I. There's Starting off with our first vowel. There's one in kid. Twirl. Twirl has one. Licorice. We'll have one down there, but I'm just doing these in rows. Such a one. Testimony. And licorice. There we go. And one in guardian. Can't forget that. Cool. Moving on. Next letter. It's an O, second vowel. Collecting them today. All right. Got a bunch of O's. Judo. Testimony. And that's all the O's, it looks like. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. T. It's a pretty common letter. That's what we like to see. Knock some progress off on a few of these ones. Twirl. T. That'll do it for all the T's. Then we have J. Judo. July. Yeah, that'll do it, I believe. Unfortunately, J was the letter that killed us last time. We have H. Patch as in one. All right. No more H's? Just patch? Is that it? Am I seeing that right? I think so. Yeah, licorice. No, that's all the H's. My goodness, we're out. All right, moving on. C. Licorice. With two of those. Nice. Patch has a C. Course has a C. And I do not see any more C's. So let's continue. Ooh, there we go. There's a vowel. A. Let's get these A's out of the way. We have 3 out of the 5 vowels. Let's see if we can't get them all. We're looking for an nope, not an O. We're looking for a U. And we're looking for an E. And that'll get us all of our vowels. Then we have K. One in kennel. K. K, K, K. K, 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 K. Nope. That's all the K's we got. All right, let's continue. Oh, man. We got our first silly letter. And unfortunately, as silly letters tend to do, it's quite silly that they give it to us, but we have none. Oh, there we go. There's an E. That'll take out a few. That will take out a few. All right, we have our first word, which is T. Testimony. Course. Editin? Is that what that says? I don't know. They really pull out of the bag for some of these words here. Some of the stuff I've never seen before, if I'm being honest with you. Or have, but not in a long time, you know? All right, that's all the E's. Let's continue. See if we can't knock some more words. Oh my goodness. Another silly letter. No Z's. The only other silly letter that we have is Y, and we have W. Those are our only 2 silly letters. I guess, you can consider Q a silly letter since it shows up so rarely in the alphabet. Oh, bingo. We got ourselves the vowels. A, E, I, O, U. Perfect. Now we are only dependent on consonants, and, well, I don't know. Is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? I don't know. You guys tell me. What do you prefer? U. That's all the U's. We officially only have consonants left. All right, let's continue. N. Editin has an N. Guardian has an N. 2 N's in kennel. Now we're just looking for that L. Testimony has an N. Okay. Well, they're either setting us up for something good or something very disappointing. R. Licorice. Finally, we can get rid of that R. Then we have twirl. One in draw. One in guardian. Yep, that'll do it for all of our N's. Come on, 3 letters left. We have a W. That'll take out draw. So we still just have T. Yeah. We're going to need something pretty good here. We're going to win. S. S. Testimony. That's the only S. So if we're going to win, we need this to be an L. Because that'll give us licorice and all. And that would be a $3 win. And kennel. So that'd be a $5 win, actually. That would give us poodle. And eagle. I don't know. If it's an L, that would be nice. It is not. It is going to be an M, which we will scratch off, but I don't think that's a winner. And I'm right. Oh, phooey. I was hoping one of these new tickets would give us a win here. We've debuted. All of the debut tickets have lost, which is not a good streak that you want to be on. Yeah, unfortunately, this ticket's not going to be a winner. The only word that we were able to complete, despite all of the ones that were so close, is T. So, yeah, oh well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are moving on to the finale for this video. We're going to have to zoom out for this one. That's how beefy this ticket is here. This, my friends, is Crossword Wizard. And you will have to forgive me for this one because I'm already not the best at crosswords. You know, just missing letters here and there. And this thing's huge. It really is. So I'm going to do my best to not miss anything, but no promises. Yeah. Anyway. Well, on these tickets, we always start with the bonus letters first. So we will continue with that tradition. We begin with a G. There is one G in nitrogen. And in this one, I'm being so honest with you guys, I'm only going to go row by row. Because if I try to look at every word, I am going to lose my mind. Looking for G's. And I'm going to take a little more time here, just so I can be more thorough and so I don't miss anything. Emerge has a G. G. Okay, that's all the G's. Just the 2. And our second bonus letter is an A. Well, would you look at that? All right, let's get our A's going. Brass. Gear. Hammock. There's an A in oath. An oath. Italic. Hey. Almost missed that one. Easy. Easy now. Okay. Alphabet has 2 in them. Calypso. Speaking of, I'm going to be watching Pirates of the Caribbean, or the Caribbean, like Dead Man's Box, I think is the name of it. It's the one with Davy Jones. I've been seeing clips of it on YouTube, and I was like, man, I really like that movie. So I'm going to watch it again. That's my favorite Pirates of the Caribbean movie. If you have one, let me know in the comments. All right, so that's going to be all the A's. Let's start with our normal letters here. Starting off with a B. First B we have is brass. A B. Alphabet is a B. Boatyard has a B. Yep, that's all the B's. Second letter is an O. Look at that. We're 4 letters in, and we already have 2 of the 5 vowels. That's a decent start. O. Just going to go line by line so that I don't miss anything. Because I really do not want to miss any of this stuff for you guys. Oath. Oaf. A lot. Boatyard. And trophy. Nice. Okay, that's all the O's, I believe. So we're going to move on to our next letter, which is an L. It is an L. If you guys have an experience with a pretty big win on scratchers, let me know. You know, I walk out from the machine, you know, feeling pretty good. And I'm like, man, one of these has got to be a pretty good winner. Even if it isn't one of those, like, jackpots or a huge winner. I mean, that's always, like, what you hope for. But, you know, never, like, oh, yeah, I'm obviously going to win the jackpot. Anything like that, obviously. But, I don't know, if you guys ever won anything sizable, let me know. I'd be interested to hear. And how many tickets did you have to scratch before you got to your proverbial champion? All right, L's. I think we got all of them just now. Yeah, looks like it. Let's continue. Sorry. We have, oh boy, silly letter. We have an X, and I see 1. In extension. Any more X's? I can kind of just briefly look over this here. Because X is a silly letter, meaning it probably only has 1, maybe 2 on the board, but nothing much else. Okay, then we're looking at J. J. We are looking for J's. And we're not going to find any. We're not going to find any J's on this ticket somehow, some way. So that is going to be a miss, unfortunately. And we have M. Kind of saw that sneak peeking through the ticket where the J was. Okay, we have immune. Name. Hammock has 2 M's in it. Love to see it. Emerge. Come on. There we go. Just had to get the scratcher dust out of there. My collection is ever growing. I still need to clean it up here. Then we have menu, which has 1 in it. Looks like that's all the M's that we are going to get. If I come across another one that I have missed, I will scratch it off. But I think we're good. Continuing on. We have a C. We have a C. Hammock is a C. We're working on hammock here. Let's see if we can't finish that out. C. Yes. Fleece. Ice has a C in it. No I's, no E's yet, however. Italic has a C. Calculate. Calypso. Don't worry, I saw that second one. I just wanted to scratch off Calypso first. And then we have this C right here. And I do believe that is all of them. We have Y, and I've seen a couple of those across this ticket, so we'll look across for that. Just get that out of the way. There we go. Okay, Y's. It would be wise to scratch off all the Y's. Got a few of them here. All right, I'm just going to go bottom and top, make sure I didn't miss any Y's. Y. Yes, I did miss one. Trophy. Well, would you look at that? It pays to be thorough. All right, continuing on. Oh, no. Well, hey, at least we have one out of that silly letter Q. My goodness. What a silly letter. All right, well, I think it's just one Q out of there, unfortunately. I mean, there's not many words. I think it would go well with a Q. All right, moving on. We have next up, goodness gracious, silly letter back to back. Oh, so unfortunate. Okay, well, we do what we gotta do. Okay, V, looking for V. Any sort of a V. Livid has one. Be livid if I don't win. V. Yeah, that's all the V's. Next up we have pie. We have I, but more importantly, we have pie. Okay, that's A, I, O. Yeah, so no U's. We have 3 out of the 5. Couldn't hurt. All right, let's just go across so that make sure I don't miss any of these I's here. Looking for eyes. Unscratched eyes. Livid. Italic. Pie. We have it. Excuse me. I think I inhaled my saliva just a little bit. I didn't feel too good. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 letters left. Let's see if we can't make some magic work. We have E. Okay, hey, that's a good, strong letter to get this late in the game. Okay. All right, we're just going to go across. So there's a bunch of them. Bunch of these. Bunch of these. Pie. I baked you a pie. Oh boy, what flavor? First word, we have ace. All right. One word. Let's see if we can't get some more. All right, well, I think that's all the E's. Let's continue. We have 4 letters left. We got to make something work out of here. H. Both. And hammock. Oh, man, we're so close. Hey, second word. We just need one more. We have hay and ace. We're very close to a lot of things here. Okay, I don't think any more H's are on the board. W. Crew has a W. Now we're kind of at the point where I can just like look for the orange and kind of, because there's not a ton of orange left. All right, that was all the W's. Come on here. N. Nitrogen has an N. Says an N. Name. Well, would you look at that? We have 3 words. Name. Ace and hay. Bingo. Like to see that. So far, that is a $10 winner. We're going to keep scratching off here and see if we can't get any more winners. Immune. Okay, that is all of the N's that we have. So, this is our last letter. If we get a K, I think that would be kind of nice, because then we get 2. Yeah, that would be nice. Let's see if we can't pump up this win, make this a good winner here. This is awesome, though. A first win on a Crossword Wizard. Z. Rats. Yeah. Nope, no Z's. None at all. Well, that's what you get from a silly letter. All right, how about that? Hammock? Not quite. Immune? Almost. Pie? None for me tonight. We have we have our winner. We have name, we have hay, and we have ace. Love to see it. That's going to be a $10 winner. And hey, you know what? Money back is money. And we will take that. All right, that is going to be all for today. We're going to be taking a trip down to Wisconsin, so expect a Wisconsin special session coming up very soon this weekend. We should get that posted here. Other than that, I'd like to ask you guys to subscribe and like the video. Once we hit 100 subscribers, I will be doing our Platinum $20 ticket that I've shown before. When we hit 500 subs, I will be doing a $50 Casino Millions ticket. And the goal right now is to get 50 subs, because once I can do that, I can start live streaming. So any and all support would be very much appreciated. Other than that, I don't have anything else for you guys today. I'd like to thank you for watching. This has been the Minnesota Scratcher, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.